Hello, welcome back. Happy Easter. Today is Easter Sunday today, so I thought what would be better than to do some gardening on my Easter Sunday. So in today's video, me and my helper here, we are going to be making some summer hanging baskets. As you can see, we've got the hanging baskets ready to go. We've got 2 hanging baskets that we're going to make today. I've got my gloves going. We're going to plant some plants, put some soil in, and me and my helper here are going to have a fun Easter Sunday. So these are the plants that we have that we're going to put into the hanging baskets. This is the formation that I want to have. So we've got some petunias, some verbenas, and we have one geranium that we will put in the middle. So this is the pattern that I'm going to go for. It's kind of like a clock surface. So it's going to be 2 verbenas, 2 petunias, and then a geranium in the middle. Hopefully it works. Obviously, looking at the size of the basket now, it should be big enough. But it all depends on how it looks when we actually get it into the basket. So first things first, going to glove up, get some soil, put them in the hanging baskets, and then the planting shall commence. So here's the soil that we're going to be using today. Nothing special, but hopefully it'll get the job done. Now, just starting to chuck some of the soil and some of the compost into the basket. The way I'm going to do it with this one is I'm going to try and keep it a bit higher and have a little bit more of a dip in the middle. Hopefully that means we can get more of the plants in. So this is what our one looks like at the moment. I think that looks very good. I think that looks worthy of putting some plants in. As you can see what I mean about trying to cover up all the white bits, not having too much exposed. There is still a little bit left exposed. If we put too much on it, then we would have it quite high, but we don't want it too high. Just enough so it's a little bit exposed. That's the way I always do it. Right, so we're going to take these ones out. We'll start with the petunia one here, this one. We're going to pop it like the formation that I have here, so we'll take this one out. I reckon we'll put this one right at the back here. So let's just get an idea of how... Okay, so it's decently big, so we need to make big enough sort of crater there. We'll use all our fingers. We don't want it too close to the wood, but not too close to the middle either, just in case we do decide to stick that geranium in there. So let's see how deep we're talking here. There you go, I think that one looks pretty good. It might sit a little bit on top, that one, but that's alright. That can be covered over with some extra soil once we finish. We can put another layer once we're all staggered about. Even though there's a little bit, as you can see, up that top there shining through, we'll put some extra soil at the end, I reckon. So I've just rearranged it a little bit, made it a little bit more deeper, because when I went around this side I noticed it was sticking out quite a bit more than I originally thought. So I've made that a little bit deeper. I'm going to put all the other ones in now, and I'll show you what it looks like at the end. I'm not too sure if I'm going to stick the geranium in. I probably will. Kind of depends on how much space we have in the actual basket itself, because we don't want to overflow it. As you can see with this one, I've put the soil a little bit more even on top, made it look a little bit more nicer, trying to make sure I make enough room and make use of all the space so that I can try and get the plants in. With this one over here, we didn't put the geranium in the end, just because there wasn't enough space on that one. So hopefully with this one we might be able to squeeze it in, but like I say, these are big plants. We've got the petunia hot pinks, and then for the verbenas we've got the Virgo candy canes. So this is the fun part after making them, clearing it all up. So we've just finished making the summer hanging baskets. I'm very happy with how they turned out. I'll show you what they look like in just a moment. But first, we've got these 2 left over. We did not manage to put the geraniums in them, so we have them both left over. So we've got to go find a new home for both of these before we can water and hang up the hanging baskets. So maybe we'll plant one of these today and we'll leave another one for another day. So this trough right here, right next to my other geranium, we are going to put this one in right now. I think this one looks very nice. The geranium that we have got now that we're going to put in is that one there, if you can read it. Geranium medium, light salmon, Milou. Looks very nice. It is a zonal leaf bush type, so we're going to put that in just there. I think that will look very lovely next to my other geranium. There we go, just pop the geranium in next to the other one. I've kept the sticker next to it as well, just so I know what one it is, looks like. And there we go. I think both of those, providing they both grow a bit more, they're going to look lovely come summertime. Right, so that is all done. We have watered the hanging baskets, we've hung them up. Thank you for staying and watching, and we are now going to show you the end product of what our hanging baskets look like, all nice and hung up. So here are what the hanging baskets look, all nice and up. We put them on these brackets there. I don't think they look too bad. So there we go, there you have it. Our summer hanging baskets are all ready. Got one on that end, one on the other end over there. We've watered the geranium that we planted just now, watered all my lovely dianthus, watered our mystery plant, which a video will be coming out for that very, very soon, so watch this space. But yes, our summer hanging baskets looking very lovely. Can't wait for their colours to come out especially. So there we have it, another successful addition to the garden. Hopefully very soon I'll be able to give you all an update on how they look when their colours start coming out, on how the rest of the garden looks. So definitely the mystery plant and definitely the new geranium that we've just planted today. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.